And then Snoozer is reading a book. This is a very good book. This may be my favorite book of all time. But then Snoozer's book blows away. Hey! My book blew away!
What happened to Snoozer's book?
It landed in a cloud, way up in the sky.
Don't.
Inaccurate. A cloud.
Okay, you know what, Zod? I programmed a play mode into your network, and I think it's about time we test that out.
This is fun. Wahoo.
Wonderful.
So Snoozer climbs a beanstalk.
How did Snoozer get a beanstalk? Yahoo.
Oh, I forgot about that part. Snoozer planted a beanstalk one time. It's a long story.
I love stories. Yahoo.
Me too! Checkers, play mode is weird. Zod keeps saying Yahoo!
Yeah, it's a work in progress. It's hard to make an emotionless robot fun. Anyway, what happened to Snoozer's book?
Oh yeah, so Snoozer climbs the beanstalk and gets to the top. I'm at the top! Wowie! How will I ever find my book here? Hello, Cloud Resident. I am Snoozer. Have you seen my book?
Hello, Snoozer. We are the people of the clouds. I regret to inform you that you will never see your book again.
What? Why?
It has passed on into the cloud. Your book has taken a new form. Your book lives in the cloud. If you would like to continue reading it, you may call upon it.
Hey! My book is on my tablet! How convenient! Thanks, bye! Whee!
Ah, so Snoozer has the book on a tablet.
Yes! But Snoozer wanted the actual book back. So Snoozer buys another book from the store. And now, Snoozer has a tablet and a book.
So which one does Snoozer like better?
The real Snoozer or my toy version?
Is there a difference?
Checkers. Me and the toy Snoozer are very different. Toy Snoozer is just a toy, and I am a real robot vacuum. Did you know that?
Snoozer, I meant... Alright, never mind. So which one do you like better?
I like reading books that are real because I like to turn the page with my trunk. And I also like the smell of books. My tablet smells like metal.
I see.
But I like to read my tablet if it is dark and I want to see the words. And sometimes my tablet can read the stories to me.
And before there were tablets, you'd have to use a flashlight to read a book in the dark.
There weren't always tablets?
There weren't always books.
My mind is blown.
Mine too. Yahoo.
Oh,
Inaccurate. I do not have a mind to be blown.
thank you for correcting yourself, Zot. Anyway, Snoozer, it sounds like you might want to go to a place where we can learn more about books and different ways to read and how books came to be.
Yeah, but where would I go for that?
I think I have a few ideas. Yeah, I know exactly where we're going to go on today's reading road trip. Seatbelts.
Check. Backpack?
Check. Recording.
Oh, I almost forgot! Recording.
All right, Snoozer. Sending in 3, 2, 1. And we're off.
Autopilot activated.
So, Where are we going?
It's a big one today, Snoozer. Really big. We are going somewhere where we can learn all about different ways to read.
A library?
Precisely, Snoozer. We are going to a library.
But which one?
That's a great question. And that is why we are having Zot randomly select a library for us to go to.
Random selection. I have selected Newstead Library.
Newstead Library. Well, that's a great pick, Snoozer. It's a library in New York. We've been there before, and I'm really excited to stop there today. Let me pull up the map. We are headed for Rainbow Way. Once we cross through that rainbow, we'll be right at our destination, Newstead Library. Along the way, you are going to do a craft with your teacher, Mrs. Hamilton, in her treehouse.
I wonder what it will be.
Well, I imagine it's going to be something involving books or reading of some kind.
Hey! It's the books!
Right, Snoozer. Let's check out a few.
What did we get?
Snoozer, here you go.
How to Read a Story by Kate Messner. And I Am a Story by Dan Yaccarino.
Those are two fantastic books that we are going to check out right now. Are you ready for a closer look?
I'm ready!
Well, then we must enter in 3, 2, 1.
How to Read a Story. I wonder what that means. Don't you just read?
Well, it looks like this is a book taking us through instructions of how to read a story. First, you have to find a story.
Then you need a reading buddy.
Do you like having a reading buddy?
Yeah, I like to read with you a lot. But I also like to read by myself so I can use my imagination. Haha! This is silly. The doggy's sleeping on her. My doggy does that.
Now it says to look at the cover. Do you like doing that?
Yes, if the cover is colorful. Sometimes the covers are super cool. Now they are opening the book. It's getting exciting.
Okay, this is fun. We need to read the words and imagine these characters talk. I'll do the lion.
I will save the kingdom.
Very good.
Yes, thank you. You're up.
I am the most powerful in all the land.
That's all you've got?
It's a wee mouse.
Yeah, but it says it's powerful.
Haven't you heard? Speak softly and carry a big stick.
Yes, that's right.
I'll do the rest. I'm hungry for lunch.
Soon the castle will be mine.
Beep! I relate to you, little robot guy.
So the book takes us all the way to the 10 steps and then comes to an end. It's a fun book about how to read, and it's also really reminding us how enjoyable reading really is, and breaking it down for us.
I'm having fun reading it right now.
Good. Save some excitement because we're on to book 2. This book is teaching us about stories, the history of stories, which spans many thousands of years.
I didn't know they had books all the way back then.
Well, a book is a vessel for a story to exist on. But stories began before we had books. Orally, through speaking, you can tell stories.
Oh, that does make sense. I tell stories all the time. I told one today.
Absolutely did. And stories told in the past were passed down from person to person. Just like the story you told me with your toys. I could tell that to someone else. And they could tell someone else. And it could just keep going and going.
Oof. I should have just recorded it so we didn't have to do all of that.
That would have been advantageous. We're moving through the years and seeing new innovations in storytelling. From the original tablets people wrote stories on, to paintings on the walls in ancient Egypt, to early forms of paper, stage plays, books in front of a fire.
Libraries!
And then other advancements that helped stories get around, like transportation and technology, including the printing press, and also television and computers, which can be platforms to tell stories on now too. Stories that motivate, stories that inspire. And in a way, we've never left where we started. Because we can still tell stories around a campfire, just like in the beginning.
Wowee! I didn't realize that stories were so old.
I know, and another thing about this story, Snoozer, is it talks about the various cultures and their contributions to storytelling. I mean, before the printing press invention, there was no way to write stories other than by hand.
Oh, that sounds terrible. Especially for me, because I don't have any hands.
Yeah, I suppose you'd have to use your trunk. Anyway, we have to go to Mrs. Hamilton's class if we want to do your craft. Are you ready to go?
Yes.
All right, Snoozer. Off to Mrs. Hamilton's class.
Hi, boys and girls. Would you like to do the Mrs. Hamilton craft just like me? Guess what? You can! Head to your local library for all the materials that we use in the craft. Plus, we have activity sheets, games, and a whole lot more. Your library might even have their very own snoozer. Come and see me! Anyway, back to the show. Are we there yet?
Yes. Goodbye, Snoozer.
Snoozer!
Hello, Mrs. Hamilton.
How are you doing today?
Stupendous!
Alright, well today we are gonna be making a special bookmark.
Ooh.
It is called a corner bookmark. So, why don't we get these pieces cut out and then we're gonna have our listening ears on because we have to really follow the directions, okay? Well, this corner bookmark is going to be an animal. Can you tell which animal it might be?
Let me think. Yep, a bunny rabbit?
How did you guess, Snoozer? Was it the little teeth that gave them away?
No, Mrs. Hamilton, you silly goose. It was the bunny ears.
Oh, all right. Well, you are right. So why don't we get the extra parts glued on, and then I'll show you how to make the bookmark. All right, we're gonna put the inner ears in. All right, put my glue off to the side. Okay. All right, we're gonna take this square and turn it this way so it looks like a diamond. Now we're gonna bring this bottom corner all the way up to this top corner. Hold it in place, and then we gotta really push down like that. Okay, now we have a triangle. Now we're gonna take this corner and bring it up to the tippy top and smooth down this part. Do the same thing on this side. Really, really press hard. Okay, now we're gonna open it back up. We're gonna bring one little flap down like this. It kind of looks like a tent. All right, now we're gonna take this piece and we're gonna tuck it under here. Kind of makes a little pocket. And then do the same on this side. really make sure you go over all the folds you made. All right. And then we're just about done. Now it looks like a little basket right now. But we're gonna turn it this way. And we're gonna add some things on here. And then I'm gonna show you how you can use your bookmark. So now to add the details. We have to put some ears on. So I would not suggest using your bookmark right away. I'm gonna do it just because I wanna show you how a corner bookmark works. I'll just hold this for just 1 minute. Let me see what your bunny looks like, Snoozer.
Mine looks just like yours, except I gave mine brown eyes.
Well, wow. Well, I like it. I think it looks very nice. All right, so I think I'm ready to try out my corner bookmark. So I'm gonna get a book. Let's see. So say you're reading a book, but you're only halfway through, but you wanna keep the page that you're on. So you take your little corner bookmark, stick it right in there, and you have yourself a marker of where you were, and then when you open it up, oh, you have a cute little bunny to look like.
It looks like he's eating it.
It certainly does. All right, well, I had a great time making the little bookmark with you. I look forward to seeing you next time, Snoozer.
Goodbye.
Bye.
And then I gave my bunny bookmark brown eyes. I was going to give it red eyes, but I thought it may look like an evil bunny, so I changed it to brown. Maybe I will make another at home that has red eyes and is evil. It will be this one's arch nemesis. Oh, by the way, this bunny's name is Charles.
Charles. Okay.
Hey, Charles! When are we getting to the rainbow? I mean, Checkers! Checkers, I called you Charles! Charles is the name of my bunny!
That's okay, Snoozer. We've just arrived at the rainbow.
Oh boy, Charles, this will be your first time going through the rainbow. Don't worry, it isn't scary.
All right, Snoozer. Going through the rainbow. Okay, looks like we've arrived.
Oh my gosh! I can't wait to go in!
All right, Snoozer, here we go.
Zot the robot at your service. Here are today's book selections. The Lonely Book by Kate Bernheimer. How this book was made by Mac Barnett and Adam Rex. I Hate to Read by Rita Marshall. A Child of Books by Oliver Jeffers. How to Read a Story by Kate Messner. I Am a Story by Dan Yaccarino. That is all for now. Goodbye.
Snoozer, check it out. This is the bunny bookmark that you made today.
Cool! I can't believe it's here! Other people can do the craft, just like me!
Isn't that awesome, Snoozer? And wait a minute. You recognize this individual?
That is me! Hello, Plus Snoozer! I am Snoozer! I love your red and yellow. Thanks! What is it like living in the library? Oh my goodness! That sounds superb! Well, it was very nice to meet you. See you soon!
Snoozer, this book has a very unique feature. Look at this. The pages fold out. So this book can be even longer than just 2 pages. Look how long this letter is.
Wowee! That is ridiculous!
Snoozer, we've talked about how there are many different ways to read books. Of course, you can read a book by yourself, and you can have a book read to you. But these books read to you by themselves. Are you ready to have this book read to you?
I am mentally and physically prepared.
All right, let's listen to this book.
Box Books presents Your Name is a Song by Jamila Tompkins Bigelow. I'm not coming back ever again, the girl stomped.
Now, Snoozer, we're talking about different ways to read, but that is not exclusive to technology. A different way to read could also be where you read. For example, we were reading inside before, but on a beautiful day like this, we can now read outside.
Ooh, that sounds fun. What are we going to read?
Snoozer, this book is called Queen of the Sea, but it's not a traditional book in the common sense.
Checkers. That book looks really long.
That's true, Snoozer, but this is actually a graphic novel.
Oh, I know about those. That's like a comic book, right?
Sort of. It's like a long-form comic book where they can tell long, grand, sweeping stories that constantly keep us entertained and excited with really, really eye-catching visuals.
Oh boy.
You want to check some of it out?
Let's read it.
All right.
Hello, I am Snoozer. What is your name?
Oh, Snoozer, it's not polite to interrupt a library page while they're working.
Hello, Snooze. My name's Graham. It's very nice to meet you.
What does a library page do?
Well, Snoozer, Graham helps to keep the library neat and clean and organize all these books. Graham, do you like what you do?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, that's great, Snoozer. Isn't this awesome?
Yes, it is. Thanks, Graham. Checkers, we're watching our show. That's me. Do I really look like that? I have to say, Checkers, you can have a little more energy.
Snoozer, this is a blessing for Winter's Child.
Is it a book?
Well, Snoozer, this is called an ebook.
What is an ebook?
Well, that's a book that has been transferred onto a piece of technology. This here is a tablet.
Oh boy, can we read it?
Absolutely. Page 1. Dearest Child of Winter. Well, Snoozer, we've had a lot of fun today, but there is one more thing we still have to do.
What is it?
We have to check out these books with our library card.
Oh, of course.
Let's go.
This was so amazing.
I've used the Checkers watch to send the files back to the Invention Lab. And from there, they will transfer to the Fuzzleland School. Until next time.